So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a video, I think, and I think the last one I did was a witch casket, so I'm sorry for being so absent. I'm just not really posting a lot on here. I am trying to get more organised with my life. There's just been quite a bit going on. Just generally, I went to Glastonbury, I went to Comic Con, and yeah, this October just kind of went poof and I didn't really know what happened. So yeah, but I went to Glastonbury, so that kind of means that I bought stuff because I can't help but go to Glastonbury and buy stuff. But this is going to be more of like a book haul and a book video on books, really. Yeah, I did buy quite a lot of the books, mainly from Glastonbury, but it's not completely a Glastonbury video, it's more book based. If you want me to show you some of the other bits that I got in Glastonbury, let me know and I might do another video. I didn't buy as much this time as I have done previously, hence why I've not done an actual video on that. A lot of the stuff that I bought has been books, but I have been on a mega book buying spree recently. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. But I can't remember exactly where I got all these books from, but most of them you'll probably be able to find on Amazon. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started. So in Glastonbury, I normally go to that courtyard bookshop, and I actually controlled myself this time, and I'm pretty sure I only bought two books. The first time I went in there, I think I got about 15. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that was a bit of an over-exaggeration, but I did get a lot. But this time I did control myself and I didn't get as many. I just got two. So yeah, the one that I picked up was this one, The Real Witch's Garden by Kate West. I have been looking for this one, and I was looking for it for a decent price because on Amazon I was looking at it and it seemed to be quite expensive by a lot of sellers. This one was £7, so I'm pretty happy that I got this one. I've got The Real Witch's Kitchen by her and really liked it, and I thought this one would probably work quite well for the things that I'm interested in. So I'm quite interested to read this one. I think it's quite new, this one. It doesn't look very battered or anything, because some of them are like second hand, but this one seems pretty new, or at least very well looked after. But if you want me to review any of these, or if there's any you want me to talk about in a video or anything like that, then let me know and I can put them on my reading list first. Another one that I got from there was this one, which is Witchcrafting. I've seen people talking about this on YouTube quite a lot, and I think people have recommended this book, but this is by Phyllis Curl, I don't know how you pronounce that. And she's a Wiccan high priestess apparently. But yeah, this one looks pretty interesting, this one, so yeah. I'm quite excited to read this one. It is a bit bad, this one, but I like battered books. It means they've been read generally and well loved. So yeah. And then also from another bookshop was the Speaking Tree, which I don't think I've actually been in the Speaking Tree before, because I think I went in the courtyard bookshop and then I wasn't allowed to go in this one. But this time I went in and I picked up Norse Goddess Magic, this one here. So I was quite interested in this one, so I picked this one up. But I am feeling a little bit more drawn to kind of the Norse pantheon a little bit more, so I thought if I could pick up a little book and read a little bit more about it, because I've been having a look online about stuff and it just seemed kind of interesting. And I do have a book, I can't remember who the author is, on Norse magic as well, which I've read, and that one was really quite interesting. So hopefully this one is too, and we'll see where that goes. Yeah, sorry, I don't really know. I'm not really making sense in this video. I'm sorry if that's annoying. Another one that I got was from the Goddess Temple, and it's this one here, which is Priestess of Avalon, Priestess of the Goddess by Kathy Jones. Yeah, Kathy Jones. It's quite a big book. so it's gonna be quite a hefty read, I imagine, but quite excited to read this. So this one's like about the Lady of Avalon and the goddess of like Glastonbury, Avalon, that sort of thing, and this lady's kind of journey with that. So yeah, quite interested in that one. And then some more books that I picked up. So some of these I picked up in Glastonbury, so yeah. I'm going to go in the author of kind of where these kind of stem from. So I picked this book up, which is by Lisa Lister. You've probably seen this one around YouTube quite a bit, on Instagram. People have generally been talking about this book, and for good reason, because it's really good. I'm currently reading it at the moment, and this has been lighting a lot of fires within me. I am very interested in a lot of kind of like feminine power and like maybe a little bit more like feminism and that sort of thing, and really understanding like your cycles and stuff like that. That's really kind of interesting me at the moment, and I am reading quite a bit into that. There's another one that I'm actually reading at the moment, which is this one called Moontime. I'm really interested in what this lady's got to say, and interested in kind of learning about your cycles and things like that. And she talks about a lot of that in this one as well, which has led me down a couple of paths as well with another book. I think she's friends with the author of another book that I picked up, but she was speaking about that in here. So yeah, this one's a really good one, so I would highly recommend having a look into this one, because I'm like not even halfway through and I am already recommending it because it's really good. So yeah, that's a good one. But this is the next one that I looked into because of that, and it's not really witchcraft related or anything, but it might be of interest to you. But this one's Sweetening the Pill, and it's about hormonal birth control, because basically I have been on the pill for a while. This might be a bit too much information, sorry, I don't know, but I used to be on the pill, and then it just found that it was really messing me up, and just I didn't like who I was when I was on it, and then I've come off it, and I've since been trying to find sort of non-hormonal birth control really, and I found out about this book through Lisa Lister's information and through looking up her stuff, and I just thought it was going to be quite an interesting read. So I just literally have started reading it. I'm still in the introduction of this because I read 500 books at once, but I'm really interested in that. So if you're kind of on the pill and you're kind of questioning it or something like that, or you know somebody who's on the pill and they're questioning it, then this might be something to look into as well with that one. And again, with Lisa Lister, there's a bit of a theme going on. I also saw this one by her and saw that she'd written this one, and I have seen people talking about this one as well before. Didn't realise it was the same author until I was reading Witch, and I remember people talking about this one. And this is fairly obvious probably what it's talking about, this one. And again, really quite interested in this area at the minute, and working on sort of loving your like womanhood really, and getting more connected with that, I would say, is really, really important, and just be more open about that. So yeah, that's another one that I am interested in reading. And then similar theme again is this one, which is one that I picked up in Glastonbury, and this is Burning Woman by Lucy H. Pierce, which is the lady who's written Moontime, which I didn't realise at first, but I really loved the idea of this book and the look of this book. When I was in the shop, it just instantly caught my eye, and I just was like, I need that book. This book needs to come home with me. I need to buy this book like instantly there and then. I needed it, which I'm not normally, like normally I'm just like, I want to buy books, but this one, there was just something about it, and the lady in the shop was talking about it as well when I was at the counter, saying how good it is. So I'm already reading this one again. I didn't intend to, but I can't not start reading this. So I've got a bookmark in here and I'm making my way through it. So this one's probably my next kind of one to finish, I would say. I'll probably finish Witch, then this one at the moment. But yeah, that one's quite an interesting one if you're into that kind of area really. But back onto slightly more normal books. I don't know, everything's normal, everything's weird. not really making sense, sorry. The other one that I picked up was this one, and this is the Witch's God. I do have the Witch's Goddess, and I'm not completely finished with it. I've read kind of bits of it, but I'm also really interested in kind of learning about the god aspect of like deity and things, because goddesses tend to, I feel a little bit more open with goddesses, like I feel more drawn to work with the goddess, and I just feel that connection is like a bit easier, but I'm never really sure on the god aspect, and I just kind of want to do a bit more reading, and this one was kind of recommended, so I thought, well, I've got the goddess one, so maybe I'll try this one, because there's a few kind of god figures coming up, but I don't feel as comfortable necessarily working with that. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I just really want to learn a little bit more about that side of deity, really, and doing a bit more reading, so hence why I picked this one up. And then moving on from the works, I also happened to see these because I was in the works the other day, and they are on Reiki and reflexology. I do have books on reflexology as well already. That's not making sense. I already do have books on, I have books on reflexology already. I think that makes sense. But I like the look of this one because it seems to break it down like quite a lot. Like it goes down to specific areas and then has a diagram for those areas. And I just think it's quite broken down and kind of a little bit more digestible than maybe normal. So yeah, I'm quite interested in that one, because the other ones seem very kind of heavy and daunting, and it's just big, lots of pictures, and it's really hard to tell kind of what you're working on. So I think this one could be a bit more interesting, not a bit more interesting, but a bit more accessible. And then with Reiki, this one's a bit more like that. So again, it's a little bit more sort of broken down in places. There, so again, I'm quite interested in that side of things. Again, so they were £5 them ones as well, so I would kind of recommend those ones as well. They're quite good. And then I also went to Shared Earth on Monday. I went to town and ended up picking up some books which are quite good ideas for books of shadows, and possibly like vegan books of shadows. So or vegetarian if you didn't like vegan, or vegetarian books of shadows if you didn't want leather bound books of shadows. I happened to see these, which I've seen the smaller ones of these, but I've never seen the actual big sizes of them, but they're like made from like leaves and trees and bits of discarded plant material. And I just think they'd be really quite a nice natural kind of looking book of shadows. So they've got like the paper and things like that there, like the plant-based paper-y stuff there. So, and they're quite a good size, and they were like $8.99 as well, which I think is not badly priced for them. Again, this one's really nice with like leaves on. And then that like the paper in there. And again, that was $8.99, that one as well. I just think they're really good prices for kind of the kind of quality of them is really nice, and it's a bit more of like a more natural alternative, especially if you didn't want like a leather look book, or a leather look, or a leather bound book of shadows. You've got that kind of option there for you. So yeah, quite liking them. I think I might use this one as like a herb one, or like my work with herbs, like a bit more of like herbal pouches that I make, and like my magic kind of in here, and like a bit more like a recipe book for how I make mine, if that makes sense. I quite like that idea for this one. Yeah, I quite like that for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for. Yeah, I do quite like the idea of doing a moon journal or a moon diary or something as well, but I don't know if I'd do that in this one. I might do that in a bit of a smaller one, because I probably want to get a bit more creative in this one, with it having such a kind of a big amount of space with this one. So I might use that a different notebook or journal for that. But anyway, that's everything I think that I've got to kind of show you books wise and things in this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have enjoyed this video, again, please subscribe to my channel. And that would mean a lot to me if you could. Yeah, thank you for watching, and if you'd like to chat about anything, or if you've got anything that you'd like recommend books wise for me, then just leave me a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you all. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. So thank you, bye.